Acquiring Taste.
Welcome to Acquired Taste. I am your host, Figure 8, and with me is...
Coda B, and we have a very special guest for you all today.
Andrew couldn't be here, so we got the fish that looked the most like him, Dub Dynamite, everybody. It's the Dub Dynamite episode.
Yep. They get
Oh
confused for
yeah,
twins all the time.
All the time. Um,
every day.
like, oh, is that Andrew from the... Oh, no, it's Dub.
Good stuff.
So we had your albums this week, and we're going to ask you some questions about those. But
Okay.
first off, as always, on Acquired Taste, we got to go to In the News. In the news today, did you guys see the official cause of death for Rich Homie Quan? Came back as accidental fentanyl overdose.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I could have guessed that, though.
Yeah, I didn't think he did it on purpose, which generally means that's the cause.
Yeah. I think it was given that it was going to be drug related.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of overdose.
There is a Chris Brown movie called, I think, A History of Violence to be released this year on Paramount or Netflix. And he's pretty upset about that. It feels like the first time they're making one of those, like, behind Neverland or underneath R. Kelly type things to somebody who's, like, out, who's chilling. Normally,
Minding their business.
yeah. Chris Brown, it's been a long time since I feel like he's been negatively in the news. But
Yeah.
There's been some moments.
there's been some moments. Man, does he find
Some
a way
highlights.
to keep weaseling his way back.
This is very big, though.
Yeah, we'll see what this does for his career. I don't think it's gonna do fuck shit, bro. He barely has gone down sales since everything he did in the early
This
2010s.
sold out at 94,000 seats earlier today for
Yeah,
a show.
yeah.
I mean,
I think people are way past that, but I don't know. I'm gonna check his streams today, and then I'll check his streams a week after the documentary drops, and we'll see if it changed at all.
it'll probably go up.
Yeah, that might Diddy's streams
Probably.
went up this month.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
the search, the search fucking bar goes crazy, bro. You just type in D, bro. The first thing's coming up is Diddy.
I'm excited about this piece of news. Exhibit is gonna release his first album in over a decade on Conor McGregor's new hip hop label.
I saw that in the thing right here, and I was unaware that Conor McGregor had a label.
I had heard somebody make fun of him for it, I feel like, but didn't realize he actually... I think this is his biggest person he's signed or is distributing for. I don't
Who
know.
else is on the label now?
No one of note, because I forgot it existed. But
I like Exhibit, though.
I do too. I think it's an interesting fit for those two, but I'm down. Anything that gets Exhibit back in the booth, I'm with it.
Is that where he gets his walkout music when he was fighting? Did he have like? He
It's
just
like it's
Probably.
in house. It's in house.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not fighting anymore, right?
I don't think he's coming back. He keeps saying he's going to, but it's like, dude, his career outside of fighting is kind of just skyrocketing. So
It's
He was
big.
just in Roadhouse.
yeah, he's in movies. He has a bunch of brands. Apparently a fucking record label. So I don't see him coming back, especially just from the amount of steroids that he's been on. I don't think he didn't go in the last testing pool. I'm pretty sure just because he knew he wasn't gonna pass. But who knows? He might flush it out of his system and then come back. I would love to see him come back, but
Yeah, what an entertaining fighter.
getting your leg
It's going to
snapped
be a lot of money.
is a big deal.
Yeah, ask young Ned.
Yeah.
The last piece of news we had pulled from Hip Hop Reddit and Hip Hop DX today was we've talked about it on the podcast before. Kendrick and South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone are releasing a comedy musical film together, and the synopsis and a few set photos have finally been released, and it's going to be a movie about a young African American man who works as a slave reenactor on a plantation museum, who learns through the history museum he works at that his white girlfriend's family owned him generation and a half back. And it's going to be a comedy musical written by the South Park guys and Kendrick Lamar.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, you guys going to see that? Are we?
I'm gonna go see
Yeah,
that
I'm going to go
for
see
sure.
it.
Sounds like a fish date.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Fucking,
Y'all want to go see the Kendrick movie?
I love South Park. I love
You
Kendrick.
might as well.
I hate
Might as
Drake,
well.
so no, I'm just kidding.
The collab that nobody asked for, but we all needed.
Yeah, my bingo card for 20. I'm losing, man.
Yeah,
I had,
dude.
I had none of it.
Actually, I'll save this for general discussion.
Oh, you got something for general discussion?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next segment. Dub, you're gonna join us for this one. So, I don't
Let's
know
do
if you can open up the little chat here so you can see the list of songs. I don't know how to do it necessarily.
I do it.
Did you find it?
No, let me fuck with that.
Let him fuck with it. All right, I'll explain it while he sees if he can fuck with it.
Go ahead and fuck with it a little bit.
Every week we do some sort of ranking, either in artists' albums, different artists, some sort of something. This week we are ranking Fish singles. That the Fish singles
yeah.
we have here
Mm-hmm.
are listed from after 365, so it won't be any of the singles that we released, the 300 in a row, but before the Fish Tank album came out. So none of the new ones, all the singles to promote the first album, the Fish Tank. So top 5 in descending order. Yo, I guess we're not the video part's not for this,
No,
but
it's
that
not
was
happening
insane. That was what whiplash.
I'll make an editor's note when we need to when I need to cut to the video part. Anyways, continue.
That's behind the scenes. Who wants to go first? I can, if that'll give y'all a little more time to think
Yeah, you can
about
go
it.
first. Feel free.
I'm gonna put Mike Jones at number 5. I feel like I have to be on the list. I don't know that it's our strongest work, but it should be there. I would put P to the D at number 4. I'm gonna go Cocaine on the Table, number 3. I'm gonna go Pussy on My Lips, number 2. And I'm gonna go Fishnuts, number 1.
Let me go back and check this list out.
Fishnuts is one of the oldest ones that I feel like I still very much so like it.
Yep. Fishnuts is a great song. The music video is the first time we made an appearance drinking a fish. Well, I wasn't there. I wasn't there for this, but it's the first fish on fish violence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a special video to me. It's a special song.
I love it. Yeah, it's great.
An homage to the city that we reside in.
All right. Well, Dub's looking this up. I'll go. Let's see. I'm gonna start from the top because it's easier for me.
You're doing number 1.
I'm starting from number 1 to 5 just because. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go. Number 1 is gonna be With My Fish.
That's fair.
It's a very fun song. I love performing it. Yeah, not much more has to be said. It's a banger. Number 2 is gonna have to be Fishnuts. Like I said, great video, a lot of fun. Mike Jones, number 3.
I'd be remiss if it wasn't in the list. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. Number 4, Running From Yesterday. It's just such a nice little song. Such a good little vibe. Such a
The
good
intro
little
to
feeling.
our sitcom.
Number 5, it's gonna be P to the D.
Oh, that made mine too.
Yeah, it's a good one. It deserves to be on the list. I think that's one of the most listenable songs we have. Not like
Coda didn't Pussy Lip or Cocaine Table. That's
trust me, I would. They're classics. However,
no. I like that.
yeah, they're
Shaking it up.
shaking it up a little bit.
All right, what you got, Dub?
All right. 1 is With My Fish.
Oh,
2 is Cocaine on the Table. 3 is Fishnuts. Smoke 1 with Spice 1.
Spice One. Yeah.
Yeah, and then P to the D. I
Yeah.
put that over. What was my last one? It was something else, but
I almost
yeah,
said
those are my.
Antlers, but I think
That
Mike
was
Jones edged it out for me.
that's what it was. The Mike Jones. I didn't mention that because I feel like the other song had for me. You
I
know.
Mike Jones isn't our strongest work, but it's a super cool song, super cool little moment in time for the fish for sure.
Yeah.
Um, all right, we're gonna interview this man, Dub Dynamite. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're
Right.
gonna we got some questions for him about his album.
Yeah,
Um,
man. I loved your album, bro. And as I was listening to it, bro, you already know I was smoking on a King Palm, right? Because when I sit down to listen to my favorite album of the week, I need to smoke and get in the mood. So that's why I was smoking a King Palm blunt wrap. Because they have abundance of exciting flavors, including honey mango, watermelon wave, and pink lemonade. So if you guys want, which you should, go to kingpalm.com and use code KPTASTE. That is KPTASTE to get a 20% discount. Get great products from a great company, and it supports our podcast. So come on now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. But yeah,
interview time.
Okay, let me get my camera set up in a better position for this.
All right, Dub. Before we jump right into it, Andrew couldn't be here today. He did listen to Black Gun 2. He said he loved the album and gives it 9 out of 13 Coda Bs.
Yep, that's our ranking system. If you're
We
unfamiliar,
do a scale of 1 to 13 Coda Bs.
Baker's dozen.
It's the Baker's dozen scale.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coda, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
We're just interviewing. We'll rate album after.
So we have a theme here on this podcast. Fig usually gets extremely long albums.
He didn't really do that to me.
But you didn't do them like that, which was nice. I got Heart of a Leo, which I actually haven't listened to in its entirety. It was a good album. It was fun. I like the features you had on there. It's only 6 songs, so it's sweet, concise, short, to the point.
Sweet, tasty.
Tasty. Some might say it's an acquired taste. Not me. I liked it right off the bat. But yeah, let's see if I got some questions for you. These aren't really relating to the album because we'll get into more of the album after we interview you. What age did you start rapping? Because you're an old man, you're ancient, you're a dinosaur. So what year did you start? When did this come in? When did you become Dub Dynamite essentially?
Jarvis, clip that for promotion.
Oh, you're muted.
You muted him.
I muted you? There's no shot I muted you. He muted himself.
Yeah, it does have a little mute button in the bottom right hand corner.
14.
14?
That's when I learned how to rap. When I start writing.
It's a good age.
Yeah.
Good age. Prime time.
Peach fuzz on the nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 14. I mean, that answers my question. For those who don't know, I'm Dub's favorite engineer.
I'm somewhat of an engineer myself. He says it. He claims it. Not me. I don't say it, but he claims it all the time. He know
brings
you're
it
his
up a
favorite
lot.
white boy, right?
I do know I'm his favorite white boy. Not trying to, toot my own horn here. But who would you say, outside of me, obviously, when you go to record, what do you look for in an engineer? What is like the vibe, the I don't know, just like what, or do you have any favorite studios around that you like going to?
I want to say just the energy.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm at Zeb's, I just go in there ready. When I rock with you, I come in ready to knock out verses. Whether Live pops up, Fig pops up, it's always the energy, so
Mm-hmm.
that's the background I came from, of just like having those type of sessions with everybody there and we just knocking out records. And I don't
That's
want to be the last person trying to get a verse done. So that's just always my energy. Like I ain't trying to be in there forever. So let me just come in, you know. I just want a
yeah,
good
man.
vibe.
You're very quick and to the point. It's you're always ready, locked and loaded.
They
Yeah.
used to call him Concise Dub.
Concise dub,
Yeah.
dub concise. I might.
Cause
But
I
okay, I just had a question. Okay, your beat selection on that album in particular, and just in general, um, where do you get your kind of inspiration for the beats that you select? Like, is there a certain artist that maybe when you're asking a producer for a beat, they're like, all right, can you make it sound like this artist?
it depends on the producer. If they just play a beat for me, I'm like, all right, I like that. Like it's if I hear like it's a hit or I just wanna like if I just wanna rap on it, I'm gonna do that. Or you know, just certain beats catch my ear. You know what I mean? And now I just know how to tell a story. That Heart of a Leo was more of like a hard hitting album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the beats were harder
Yeah.
versus other albums. You know what I mean? Like, but I was around a lot of people that were on that type of energy, so it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I had COVID too, but shit,
Shit, it's
you
good.
know, it was
I
fun.
like the features you had on there. Who was it? I think it's the second song on that album.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh, uh, anyways, go listen to Heart of a
Yeah.
Leo. I enjoyed it. I'm giving
Oh
that. I'm
yeah,
giving that baby.
yeah.
No, you save it for
Oh,
after.
I'm saving it. Never mind.
Yeah, we got a review
But
later.
yeah, those are my questions for you. I feel like I know you pretty decently, so I was just trying to maybe ask you some things that I didn't know before. Fig,
I
your
got some
turn.
questions for you, Dub.
What's going on
The first song on this album, you say this is the last song on the album.
now? Yeah,
Can you tell me
yeah.
the story behind that?
It was probably the last song that I recorded for the album, and I was just probably thinking in my head like this will be the last song. And then I basically took like an E40 song. He said something like he was talking shit like that on like a song off the Element of Surprise album. So I just had like my E40 moment. Like nigga talk shit. That song, speaking of which, is
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, and that's a Funkavelli beat. And so I just was like, let me talk some shit.
I
So
thought
yeah,
I
just fuck.
had accidentally shuffled it, and I was like, "Oh, I put on the last one." Nope, this is the.
Yeah, it's different.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you're innovating the
Yeah,
medium. You're
yeah,
new concepts. Um, this
yeah,
album dropped in
yeah.
March of 2019, and Enough
Hmm.
is on there, which I still hear actively in your live performance sets. How long before the album came out was it recorded? It's 5 years old now. What makes it so special that you've carried it with you still live?
The energy. I wrote the first verse on the way to California to go to Disneyland. I wrote the second verse exercising in California. And then my homeboy was like, bro, I can get you Glasses Malone. Glasses heard that shit and was like, send me $500. And then like he just like looped like a little bit of the beat and sent the verse back like the next day, bro. And it's just a beat. That motherfucker, oh, you know how, and it's like it's so
Yeah.
catchy,
Yeah,
motherfucker. It's like, damn, is that always gonna be the last song? I don't want it to be, but you look at Arcadia when he's like, "Let me throw this shit on there." It's like, okay, and it's
yep,
a fun record.
yep. Um, my follow up to that is, which DJ Fat Boy is on What It Do?
Cool Nuts DJ.
That DJ Fat Boy, bro. How did
Yeah,
that come to
he's
be?
scratching. That's another Funkavelli beat, and that song was just a catchy song. And I'm like, what is it missing? And I think Funk was probably like, get DJ Fat Boy to scratch. So that's what it do, my nigga.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Did
it's,
you? So you just
you
tapped
just,
in with him?
yeah, he about to
That's
do a new one for me now.
that's awesome, bro. I've had some good experiences with Fat Boy. He's a cool dude, super supportive.
Yeah, he was
Um,
very supportive of that album. He was
yeah,
he was
super
playing. Yeah, he hella cool.
real professional, real nice dude. That was awesome to see. I was hoping that that's who it was. Where did you record? I had Bars and Slaps. Where did you record that at?
I think half of it was recorded in my ex's bedroom on my Pro Tools.
It's hard.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd go outside and smoke and then come back in. She was at work. I'm like, let me record this. Boom, boom, boom. And that's where most of it was recorded. And then I think I just sent it to Zeb, like
That's
low key.
fucking tight.
Like, honestly, that's probably what I did, like 5 or 6 songs. I know one of the songs I recorded at one of the high schools I was working at one day. This Is Us. That's what I did for This Is Us.
That's
I
the
went
last
into like
one,
little.
right?
Yep, the last song.
That's the last song
Yeah.
on the project.
Yep.
My last question for you is what was your favorite song off of the project?
I want to say This Is Us.
Yeah.
I think because it was very emotional and I think it was very relatable as a.
It's a great ending to the.
It's a great
the
ending
finale.
record, and her voice helped the record, and it kind of just wrapped the story up. Like,
Yep.
and I was watching that TV show at the time, so that was probably like my favorite record. Yeah,
Bruce Lee hits,
Yep.
bro. I want to say that to you before we let you hop off here. Bruce Lee fucking.
that shit was
smacks.
dope. I used to perform it. That shit's a long ass song to be rapping.
It is a long ass song, bro, but it is tight. You should make a shortened version and perform it because it smacks.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I could do that.
Well, thank you for hopping on here, Dub. It has been wonderful to have you in chat.
Yes, always.
We'll let you out of here, and then we're gonna review your albums before the end of the podcast. So when you can see our reviews when the podcast comes out, we'll send you
Let's
a little
get it.
clip from your interview. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Take it easy.
get the hell out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Leave.
All right,
Sweet. Now we can get out of this Discord now.
we can move into our album review. Oh, we have to. It's Fish Song before album review. My bad.
All good.
Our Fish Song of today is What You Wanted from The Fish Tank, which features Jay Mello, myself, Coda B, Lie the Most High, and today's guest, Dub Dynamite.
Yep.
Let's play that real quick.
Yeah. Jay Mello and his bitch. Fish gang, Fig, Dub Dynamite, Coda Ellis, it's all that motherfucker. This what you wanted, huh? Yeah. Fish gang and his bitch. Hey.
4-5 clean like Sherry in a jag. Was broke, now the shows come with bags. Dior for Dior, ain't tricking cause we got it. Spotted, then we drop them. The boy got a dance.
Probably riding through the city with a 9 in my pants. And if we talking about some money, I need mine in advance. I used to be a fucking dummy store.
And we're back.
We're fucking back.
God, it's crazy how fast we get back.
Yeah, we just sprint back from the music store. What do you think of What You Wanted, Coda? What do you remember about it?
I think it's funny because this is what you wanted, huh? Is that the one where?
Yeah, we just listened to it.
Yeah.
With Jay Mello.
Oh no, yeah, I knew that.
Jay Mello does the intro.
He does the intro, and I love it because in the intro he mentions people who weren't even there or on the song.
No,
But it's so great.
he's not on the song.
He's
other
not
than
on the
that
song
intro.
other than the intro, and that's his little cameo.
Yeah, him going, "This is what you wanted, huh?"
Ellis in the 810. I don't even think he mentioned my name,
No,
if I'm correct, and
I think
I'm
he said
on that
tag.
song.
Ellis, all that motherfucker.
All that except Coda. He's not on the song, but I was. It's a good one. It's fun. I think me and you, it's just me and you, right? Me and you rap on that one.
Yeah, and then Lie does the bridge, and me and Dub split the hook,
That's
and then
right,
Mello
that's right.
talks nonsense over the intro.
He does talk a bit of nonsense.
We recorded it at Mix District, I
Yep.
believe.
We sure
and
did.
This was another one of those songs that was supposed to be for this little Fish and Friends EP that I was working on, but everybody that was on it ended up becoming a fish, so most of them just ended up on the Fish Tank. So
Right.
it was pre-Dub being a fish. Do you remember what the beat was called?
Was that wasn't Rumham, was
It was Rum Ham.
Rumham.
Rum Ham, which is still sometimes how I refer to it
Yeah.
when we're looking to put it on a show.
To this
set.
day, I think that's still one of my like hardest verses to remember, just from the amount of like, I think we had pretty decently long verses in the beginning, but that one is very. It's not.
an interesting
It's not
beat.
hard to perform.
It's
just. There's a lot. I definitely tried very hard to be lyrical on that song, and I'm still proud of it.
Yeah, I like it. Fun fact about it: it is Young Ned's least favorite song on the Fish Tank.
That's a little disappointing.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing, but something had to be it, you know.
Sure, yeah. You know, there's got to be. You know, it's an acquired taste for some people. Got him.
You fucking got him.
Gotta keep. Yeah.
All right, let's get into this album review time. I can go first. I had Bars and Slaps by Dub Dynamite. 28 minutes of bars and fucking slaps, bro.
Yep.
I have listened to Dub's newest album, Black Gun 2, which is the one that Andrew listened to this week.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot. I think it's his strongest work. But we met Dub like closely, like had long conversations with him from a music video shoot that he was featured on a song and had that person book us. He heard we did videos and he told them to book us. So he was promoting this album around that time. So I haven't listened to it for four or 5 years probably.
He's certainly been one of our biggest contributors to our video.
Oh yeah,
our video journey.
We got a lot of
being
Dub,
video
all three
directors.
of us.
Yeah, he's bought videos for me, Fig, and Ellis.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of work in with. He's prolific.
Yep.
But Bars and Slaps it was much better than I remembered it. There were for sure some songs that were a bit long, and one of them is like double the length in beat. Like the song vocals stop and there's still double the length of the song in beat. So I just there's a few points where it did feel a little bit bloated, but it is only 28 minutes. It's like 8 songs. Like I told him, Bruce Lee was a super fun. The beat was really good. He rapped really well on it. This Is Us, the outro song, which was his favorite song, I thought was great. Hearing him talk so seriously and candidly about a lot of stuff, which he doesn't always necessarily do. But yeah, I had a really good time. Quick 28 minutes. I ran it back a second time. I'm going to go with 10 out of 13 Coda B's.
That's a very fair ranking. It's a good ranking.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Thanks, baby girl.
Yeah, no problem, shawty. I got Heart of a Leo, like I mentioned before. Mine was about 20 minutes long, which is nice listenability. I feel like you can digest more from an album the shorter it is, or at least the less songs that it has. That's not saying there's not longer songs on here. There's like closer to 5-minute songs on here. Yeah, one of the songs actually on here is a Fisherman film video. An older one, I think.
Was it?
A year ago, Juicy Banger.
Oh, yeah. I was there for that shoot.
Which was cool. I think my favorite song on there, or my favorite songs are the first two, Clarity and Now, featuring Floss.
Clarity's tight.
I liked the features he had on here. You know, he only 2 out of the 6 songs have features.
Same for me, I think. It was only 2 out
or
of
maybe the last song. It says that might be the producer. Either way, there's not a whole lot I have to say about this album just because it was kind of quick, but I think every song on it is solid, and there's not a song I didn't like on it. I think his beat selection on here, he did a good job of picking, like he said earlier in the interview, kind of harder beats than, you know, some of his other songs. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Fig. I think this one is also a 10 out of 13 Coda B's to be exact, and I like it.
13 Coda B's.
Yeah, go check it out. I mean,
yeah, go check out all of the Dub Dynamite albums we listened to this week if you didn't already. Black Gun 2, Heart of a Leo, and Bars and Slaps. And again, thank you to Dub Dynamite for coming out here today and being our second guest.
Yeah, dude, I'm liking the guests.
I'm liking the guests.
I think it's a good addition to this.
If Swiggle's episode is any indicator, it seems like our fans enjoy the guests as well.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
General discuss?
General discussion.
You had something you wanted to generally discuss earlier. Do you remember what it was?
Yes, it was about you. So you got a particular message from someone who we've talked about on the pod.
Oh, I literally forgot about this.
Yeah, this is I still don't know the full story, so if you want to dive into that a little bit.
West Side Boogie tapped in.
Of Shady Records.
Of Shady Records. We're big fans. We've talked about how Swiggle did a video with him, and we went down to LA for that and talked to him for a bit. But he just hit me with the big homie, you hard, bro. Keep going. Hit me if you need me type shit. So
yeah, which is cool.
Potentially, if I can trip and fall on a couple $1,000s or something, we'll see if Boogie's on my next album. But
yeah, because your manager is Swiggle's old manager who got him connected with Boogie. And yeah, we've met him. There's
footage.
Yeah, there's footage. We have proof. There's also a lot of you'll meet someone and they'll be like, just to be polite, they'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll tap in with you guys. I'll figure something out. And it's been a couple years now, but this guy held to his word. He tapped in with us.
I'm pretty sure I gave him a CD.
Yeah. Fig got his Shady Records jacket signed by him, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool for him to tap in. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to be so nice about it either.
Yeah. It just shows you kind of what...
You never know who's watching.
Exactly. There's industry people who, maybe put on personas as nice people when in reality... Not saying, anything negative about anyone we've worked with, but he seems like...
No, we've been very blessed.
Yeah, we've been absolutely blessed. I think every bigger artist than ourselves that we've worked with has been beyond,
I think particularly Boogie, Spice One, and Bill Saber have been super generous and kind and stayed tapped in to a degree.
We're still figuring our shit out, so it's like when we do get these opportunities, you never know what the outcome is going to be, but I feel like so far we've been pretty successful.
Yeah, we've capitalized on what we can. I hope provided the people that we've worked with in experience as well, because obviously that's a huge thing for us.
Yeah.
For them, I hope it was at least a pleasant day, a decent time in Portland or in like. Do you remember that time those guys from Portland came to LA type beat? Maybe we're an anecdote in their lives.
Oh yeah, you guys should also check out. We have a little two-part series of the LA trip that we took when we did meet him. And there is a lot of interesting characters throughout this. There's this guy. What was his name?
If you're listening to this on YouTube, it's on this channel.
We met one of the most famous homeless people ever.
Yeah.
Mac. His name was it Mac D?
I don't remember, bro.
Something like that.
He kept pulling up pictures of him with like Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
He was a strange guy.
It was crazy.
We were right next to Skid Row.
Yeah, and it was. When I saw the pictures, I was like, oh, this guy isn't kidding. But then, like, recently, I saw, like, someone interviewing this guy that had, like, millions of, views or whatever on just, like, Reels or something. And I was like, holy shit. We met this guy, and he freestyled for us with a piece of cardboard to make the beat, dude. It was crazy. A lot of fun. A lot of good memories these past few years. Regardless of all the shitty things that maybe has happened to us personally in our lives, there's been a lot of highlights these past years.
A lot of to death memories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of. I'm sure we'll reach higher highs, but there's a lot of memories just this past couple of years I'm gonna take with me.
Absolutely.
For the rest of my life, and that was one of them. That was a really good trip.
Yep.
Me, you, and Nedley got a lot closer, I think.
Yeah, dude, that was cool. Shout out Nedley. We'll get him on the pod eventually, even though he's a rapper. He got bars.
He wants to pick rock albums for each of us and do a special episode where he comes on and asks us questions.
Yeah, that would be fun. Why not switch it up? Like it's acquired taste, baby. It's even better if we get maybe music that's a little bit more out of our element to listen to, just because we're trying to acquire some taste here. That's the whole point of it. It is a hip hop podcast.
But we can do is, I think, dedicating an episode to it is better than just like sprinkling it in.
Might broaden our range of people that watch this or listen to it.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
Good ep. Thank you, Dub Dynamite.
Shout out to King Palm, Dub Dynamite,
Andrew for not being here.
I'm glad we said it at the same time.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. This was episode
13
of Acquired Tastes. Taste you later, taste buds.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Yay.
Dakota doesn't have pinkies. I may or may not have thrown a rock at a geese.